What up, y'all? Real talk, topic, steroids in arm wrestling. And we're going to find out real quick when this is all said and done, how many subscribers I lose or gain or what have you. Right now, I'm currently at 767 subscribers. Thank you guys very much. Love you all. Now, steroids in our sport of arm wrestling, right? What do I personally think? Well, I look at it like this. We'll use baseball as an example, right? You could take all the steroids you want in baseball, but at the end of the day, you still got to have hand and eye coordination to hit the ball, right? So, in other words, in our sport, arm wrestling, you still got to know what the hell you're doing. I know people who've taken steroids and it didn't make them better because they didn't know the technique or whatever. I mean, they know it, but they couldn't apply it. And maybe they thought in their brain that, hey, if I get a little bit more stronger, I can just go ahead and just power through everybody. Doesn't always work that way until you get to an elite level, I think. Then it's like, okay, because once you get to an elite level, everybody knows how to arm wrestle, right? Then it's all about who's the strongest. Well, but what do I think? Well, I'll say this. I do have people that I know who take PEDs and all that kind of stuff. They're still my friends. And even though they choose to do that, to compete at that kind of level, doesn't change my personal opinion about them, right? That's not who I am. And I'm still friends with them. Don't ask me who, because it's not my place to ask, right? Or it's not my place to answer, But yeah, there are some people who do that. I don't hate them. I don't like them. That's just what they do. But this is talking about my opinions about it for me. I choose not to. That's why a lot of my videos you see on YouTube, if you see the hashtags, it's old man strength, it's hashtag fat boy, hashtag all natural, things like that, because that's just what I believe in. And, not that I'm an arm wrestling historian, so to speak, but you go back into the day when arm wrestling was on Wide World Sports, a lot of guys were not built like the guys we know now, right? So, look at those guys. They were knocking heads, getting it done, and it was all fucking beer and cigarettes for all I know, And then as the decades roll in, people got bigger, people got better, and then here we are, But for me, I choose not to for multiple reasons. One, I want to be around for my grandkids, right? There's one. Two, I want to be around just as long as I can. Overall health, I'm not saying that if you take PEDs that it's a life killer, but we all know as guys, we feel that power, that strength. We want more and more and more. And some people can tend to abuse it, I just don't want to put my organs through all that kind of stuff. And now being an organ donor, after what I witnessed in my life about 3 years ago, I don't want to sit there and do that, right? And, the third one is, it's a hobby to me. This sport is nothing but a hobby. Now, hear me out. Even though this sport's a hobby to me, this sport has taken me to places I wouldn't dream of, right? Like, I would never thought I'd be on a IFA world stage. Say what you want, I would never thought I would wind up at Arm Wars over there in Manchester, England. Say what you want, but it has given me opportunities to travel here and there and everywhere, a hoot hoot, and I've been grateful for that, But all that was just old man strength, hard work, because I live by stuff like this. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. That's just one of the rules I live by as far as athletics. And I like to sit there, and I've actually competed. I've had opponents on the other side of me who actually were on PEDs. Now, granted, I didn't know about that till after the fact. And I was able to come up with some wins, Cool, And there are people out there, I've pulled before that are on. I didn't win. That's just what it is. Happens that way, right? Now, does that mean I'm afraid to pull them? No, but, they're already walking in there with an advantage as it is anyway. I can either A, let that bother me, right? Or B, I can sit there and go, okay, if I can beat this guy, because I have before, not a certain person, but just people individual. If I can beat this guy who are on PEDs, what does that mean? Does that mean he was stronger than me? Probably. Did arm wrestle him? Probably, So that's just my thoughts on it. Now, people are going to do what they're going to do. Some people are on the juice. They have all this astronomical attitude and like, oh, I can crush you and do this and do that. Well, yeah, of course you can, because we're not on a even level playing field, So yeah, you're going to sit there and say that, But this is why and now when I say this, I want you guys to understand me here. I will still pull up in classes. I'm fine with that. But, I really want to focus on the 40 and over Masters division, right? I'm 47 for Pete's sakes. And by the time IFA Nationals rolls around next year, I'll be 48, right? So, 48 years old by the time Nationals rolls around next year. So when I compete in these tournaments and they offer a Masters class, I want to put my name in the hat. That way I can kind of get an idea what it feels like, So when I went to IFA Nationals in Orlando, Florida a couple years ago, 2021, walking on that stage, fourth right-handed, second left-handed, lost to Andre, I can't pronounce his name, originally from Brazil. He lives in the East Coast now, but he's originally from Brazil, took second to him, okay? So gearing up for that, I sat there and said, okay, I'm going to personally put myself in a position where I'm pulling master after master after masters just so I can kind of get my brain ready for that. And I plan on doing the same thing. So that's what I want to do. But if people want to go ahead and do the PEDs, knock yourself out. I do nothing, not even TRT. And even then I kind of sat there, I was like, replacement testosterone, okay, I thought about it, but haven't pulled the trigger on that yet because I'm kind of weary about what the effects will be on me, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, when my body says, okay, I can't keep up with these dudes no more, then it's time to kind of phase out of there, pull the people your own age, but I'll still pull, no big deal. So when all these young bucks who are full of piss and vinegar in their mid-20s and late 20s, trash talking me, get this old man, okay, sure thing, you got the youth on your side. So anyway, I love the sport too much, but I will not put my body through that because nothing but a hobby. I have an actual job that pays my bills. I don't rely on arm wrestling to pay bills. That's just my opinion. Not saying you got to agree or disagree, but there it is. And we'll see how many people will unsubscribe to me once I post this. Because right now we're at 767. So there you go. You guys enjoy your day. Keep training hard.